Hey, this is AJ from Outreach Mama. I'm introducing a new service. I'm calling it the Listicle Content Strategy. It's a done-for-you service. It's a service that does blogging for your website, but we've taken a very strategic approach, and it's based on the testing I've been doing over the past year. It's based on some proprietary software we've created. I've been sharing a lot of information about this over the past couple months, and we're ready to now provide a done-for-you service that's going to get you that's going to help you get the same results that we've been getting. Um, so to get started, let's talk about why listicles. Now, when you think of a listicle, you think of like BuzzFeed and clickbait. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the listicles that rank highly in Google. We're talking about the listicles that show up in Google for like the high value commercial terms, and those clicks, when you get them, they'll generate sales and traffic and potential revenue for your business. So I basically just Googled some random words here. Fun Android app. Number one result is a listicle. Top three results, listicle. Top five results, listicle. Books for entrepreneurs, listicle, listicle, listicle. Tool for writing. This is a singular keyword, and yet the number one result is a listicle. The number two result is, well, they're all basically listicles. So I don't know if you've caught on to this trend, but the first page of Google is basically littered with listicles. And if you've caught on to some other trends, you know that topical optimization, thematic relevance for your domain, is one of the really important ways to rank for lots of high value keywords without a ton of backlinks. So when you create a listicle strategy, it's got to be several fold in terms of what the results are going to be. You need to go after keywords that are valuable to your actual business. We're not talking about top level, high volume keywords necessarily. We're talking about people who are in the middle phase of the user journey, the buyer journey, people who are looking for solutions for their problem. And they're looking for a resource that can help them guide them to see what's out there. This is where listicles come in because if someone's looking for a writing tool and you provide a list of the 15 best writing tools and with reasons why each one of them is interesting, and you happen to feature yours as number one, well, you're a resource, and then you're also positioning yourself as being the de facto choice. So that's how you create a listicle strategy, which can lead to customers. So that's going after good keywords. Allowing engagement is also very important. Google's looking for good content. Everyone says you need to create high quality content, but that's a very abstract thing. What Google's really looking for is to see when someone clicks on your page, how are they interacting with that page? Are they engaging with that page? One of the ways to do that is to have people click on things, engage with things. And then if you look at the listicle that I created for top SEO agencies, if you look at this voting mechanism that I implemented into the tool, you see people come in here, they click vote, they they share it with their friends, they get more votes, you get traffic, you get scrolls, you get clicks, you get engagement. Google's taking note of all this and they're saying, okay, here's an optimized article. It's got content on it, it's relevant, it's creating engagement. Oh, and guess what? It's updating frequently because we're adding more agencies to this list every day. The list order is updating. Another example is this SEO tools guide. So now we have good keywords, there's engagement, the content's updating frequently. And when you're publishing content, you need to be casting a wide net around that topic. So ideally, you're not just targeting one listicle, one keyword, you're creating a cluster. So an example for Linkio, it's an SEO tool. So I wanted to be a resource for people to come to find all the different options for SEO tools. So I have the main SEO tools page here, and then on the sidebar, I've got some subpages. This one breaks down the best backlink checkers. This one breaks down the best keyword rank trackers. So I'm creating this content cluster here. They're all somewhat related, but they're different, they're unique, and each of them can have engagement. And that's the listicle strategy in a nutshell. And that's the kind of done for you service that we're working on bringing out to you. So if your industry is a fit for this, then we've got a few different options. And here's how I break down the service. So starting at $159 a month, which is just one new listicle per month, I think the sweet spot for the service is definitely the professional level. $8.99 per month. You get 10 new articles per month, but this is how this is going to work, okay? So month one, we're understanding your industry. We're seeing what kind of keywords in your industry are generating list-based results in Google. So we're identifying what those important clusters are. And then we start working on a 3-month plan to start establishing your thematic relevance in one or more of those clusters, depending on what the opportunities are. And then each month, we're going to take 10 articles, 10 topics, and we're going to create that content and publish it to your blog. And we're talking about listicles, right? So each article is going to contain, at the starting point, 5 different items. So you know how things start off with like top 5 whatever. That's how these articles are going to start. Okay, so each month you get 10 new articles. Each article has 5 items, but it doesn't stop there. So each additional each for each month, we're also adding more items to each listicle that we're publishing. So this is kind of the secret sauce. This is the magic. This is how you keep things updating and you keep the content growing. So even though we're starting with 5 items, as time goes on, we're adding more items to each article, and you're starting to see that content freshness. Okay, we're going to use U.S. native writers. Content's going to be really good, and we're going to use our WordPress-based plugin Roundup Wiz to help manage the content. So it'll come in these nice looking lists. People can vote on them. Depending, maybe we'll do quotes. I'm thinking most of the listicles are going to be website based, tool based, tactic based. There's flexibility there. We need to determine what's good for your business. And that's the service, and that's what we're planning on doing. So if you're interested, check out the pricing in the dashboard. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm here to answer anything I can.